Alright, hey YouTube, Gunham here. Welcome back to part 7. So, I want to show off everything, but I don't. Because bauxite is coming from way over there, and it just goes this whole way. Yeah, I have bauxite coming from there, but not taking the train, so I can not have to add more cars, because yes. However, I do need to stop right here and get off before I show you beyond, because this is multiple things, I believe. Okay, not really. Why is this brakes on? Well, this is a bit. Yeah, actually, it's not too much. There's, is that just concrete? You know what? It's just concrete, and I missed my train. Blah, blah, blah. It's just concrete, so I don't really care. I can take this. That's why conveyors are here. There it is. There's the concrete down there. That concrete node. There's another one over there. So there's two concrete nodes. That heads over there, which that is actually several things I do need to show you in order to get to the nuclear over here. It'll take a minute. Yeah. There is something over there. Ah, you fucker. Alright. Well, you can kind of see the one thing there heading down. However, the fact is there's actually a lot going down. Okay. So, here we have a few nodes being mined for resources. We have, looks like concrete right there. And then, I mean, it's just concrete. I don't care. So, double concrete. Or is the other one sulfur? It might be sulfur, actually. This is, yeah, that's limestone. So, there must have been sulfur. So, my concrete comes from that up there. And they keep resetting the bugs and stuff. I wish they would stop doing that. Whatever. But, yeah, the concrete's from up there. Well, limestone. Same difference. He's shooting at me. Next, this is important. Oil. Oil. I need a lot of oil, so I made sure to grab a lot. How full are these, actually? It's been a while. Empty. It's just... there's nothing running, so... Yeah, these aren't small nodes. So, There's a handful of nodes to get me some oil. Bring that oil over there. But you notice there's that other thing goes way over yonder. Also a waterfall out of rocks because, yes, alien planet. It's quartz. Can't really see it here. So I suppose I should. I'll ride the quartz line back. I'm going to defoliate a little bit. Well, I do. Oh, it's so pretty, too. Oh, well. Bean. It'll be okay. Mostly. Another, just... Yeah, he's a little hurt, but he's fine. Really? Is that limestone? Really? And impure, too? Oh, this area is real pretty, actually. Too bad I'm going to have to nuke it later. Eventually, I'm going to go through and just see what it looks like with zero foliage by literally nuking the entire map. So. Here we are. All the way back here. You notice how close we are to the desert. Right? The halfway point of the desert is actually the radio tower, which is right there. So this is almost halfway to the desert from there. This is the quartz that goes to the nuclear plant. Yeah. That other thing comes from over there. So it's a hop, skip, and a jump around, and you're done. So, yeah, it's literally just... Now, this will be a lot quicker. Let's go ahead. Oh, that might be a problem. Another limestone. See if this doesn't do something. I'm going to want to leave. I don't want to blow up all the blue flower plants things. That blew up pretty good, right? Boom. Sure. Here we go. Whoa. Yeah, so all that stuff's coming over there, all that stuff coming over there. However, I do need to show up top of the train. I just want to make sure to get that. So I'm actually going to go up, and then I'm going to come back down. Super efficient, right? This does show a little bit how I have this stuff at all different levels, which makes it a lot easier. I wonder. By the way, I have no nuclear bombs being produced over here. Bonk, I think. So. But the easy, quick way up is actually a hypertube cannon of sorts. Real fast. Real fast. So, the train. To another train. And the wall of conveyors. Literally only have them go up to loop around, splitting off a few things, then have them go back down, and then go back in. Why? Because I can. That's literally it. There's a lot of nuclear bombs over here. Literally just having this come around and do all that stuff. So, there's my emergency shut-off. So, I remembered this one. Remember, this is all meant to be isolated with the exception of the nitrogen gas. It gets everything on its own. This is just to help me build it. This is not for consumption for the nuclear reactor. This is just for building, except for the nitrogen gas. So, yeah. Let's see. We got some stuff coming over there. Comes over, comes around. One goes underneath to over here. And the rest goes there. So then it goes down. I don't think I'm bringing anything up, but it does look real pretty. I never did build the other. Oh. I disconnected. Oh, that's right. That's that other thing that's supposed to feed, and I have it feeding the other one now. Look at all these resources. So this is just a walk around that I haven't finished. I'm going to do a whole walk around thing like I have down there. But this is a great view. Remember, this is my isolated nuclear plant. Everything you need to build a nuclear plant is over here. So I'll just show you real quick. You got the oil stuff over there, obviously, which I believe the plastic is for the sole purpose of getting rid of the sulfur right there. I think that's it. All of that for that little thing. Seriously. Most of the production is this area here, and then some copper and concrete. But then the aluminum's on the other side of that red line. And that's just for the heat sinks. You need a lot of stuff to get one thing. I'll show you. The start over here. But, well, there is another thing over yonder, which is just nodes bringing in some other resources. The uranium's coming from there. I know that you could do the other thing, but I actually needed it to come forward, so I preferred it to come forward like that. So, yeah. Other nodes way over yonder, not going to bother. There's the warehouse where, yeah, the sulfur is coming from the other thing over there, as is the quartz. So that's okay. I can use it because I'm actually resourcing it nearby, relatively speaking, to bring over. So that's fine. So let's start with this. Everything comes in. Step 1. all the various resources come in. Oh, it's Caterium that's up there, and copper. Oh, that's right, because I didn't have enough copper, now I have too much. So, that's over there. This is making compact coal, which I do not even need. I just wanted it to make a turbo fuel, so that way I can run my fuel generators better. That's literally it. And I think something else over there, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's literally just for turbo fuel to get rid of the waste of this. So oils first. Oil. This is just producing plastic. All this plastic coming over here, which I'm just melting a bunch of it. These are just fine. This is going to be empty. It is. These, yep. Turbo fuel to run these to burn my waste, and one's red because it's literally not producing enough for it. That's beautiful. You don't need anywhere near as much plastic, but you do need to make sure that these, with those power shards, are here just to guarantee that you're burning off the waste, because you do need plastic. You'll follow the plastic over to see where it goes. Well, you need plastic for something, so you have to have these to build your plastic. Then you gotta have something to get rid of the waste of the plastic, which is that, and that. You don't need this, but I wanted the turbo fuel for more power, which, because I need turbo fuel, I need the compact coal. Next, copper. Copper is being produced here. More copper is being produced here. And all that copper is coming over to here, which this is a portion of the construction of wire. This here is even more construction of wire, and this here is even more construction of wire. Now, I do have a little bit of the wire going here to be stored and turned into cable, so I can build cable, because I really didn't realize just how much cable I needed. It's a crazy amount. So, Now, the Caterium's over there. First off, limestone for concrete, because concrete. Caterium is over there being smelted down to quick wire over there, which that comes around. We'll get to that. First off, next, we have the quartz. Quartz being turned into silica for a few things. We'll get to that. And we have more limestone being turned into concrete, and limestone and iron to make a ton of iron ingots. The iron ingots get turned into iron plates. I'm not even doing iron rods, just iron plates. Let that sink in. Now, following around, we have, what is this? Just regular coal. It gets turned into steel. I don't have alternate recipes to use compact coal, or I would. Regular coal there. And a ton of silica, like I said. This is the aluminum line. So, you need regular coal for your aluminum solution, which is running pretty good, but obviously it's not maxed out. That's why it's not maxed out. I just need some aluminum, so I don't care about the other products. Small amount of water, heads up there, goes all that. And obviously waste has to be burned off, so waste is burned off right here. Now, the aluminum scrap heads down to here, which, I mean, it's being melted, but it's not being melted quickly. Steel. Steel starts here, being turned into steel beams for all of these, and steel pipes for this one. And copper ingots are brought over to be turned for aluminum. All of this is to make aluminum ingots, which gets turned into, looks like, alkyd aluminum sheets. The aluminum casings are for nuclear bombs, aren't they? And obviously there's a ton of copper. What I don't have a ton of is copper ingots. There's a ton of... Oh, no, I do have a ton of copper ingots. What am I talking about? What are these for, anyways? Oh, the heat sinks, which I'm just melting, so I really don't care. The fact this is not full is fine, because I'm just melting them. So, yes, you need your copper coming over here to make your alkyd aluminum sheets, and you need copper sheets going over into this thing to make your heat sinks. So, heat sinks. You need heat sinks. So, go ahead and grab a little. So, you need heat sinks. Now, if you recall, we still haven't seen where that plastic goes to, but it does go to here. I forgot about this. You know what these are? Yeah, AI limiters. So there's that. Steel beams and concrete, making encased industrial beams. Steel pipe and wire for your stators and AI limiters for your electromagnetic control rods. So that's pretty good. So there is the other purpose of the plastic. It's my AI limiters. I completely forgot about that. Which you do need. The other purpose of the plastic is to come over there and turn into containers to melt my waste sulfuric acid. But first, we have to come over here. The production of the sulfuric acid. In production of sulfuric acid, some water into these, which outputs quite a bit. It should be full. It is. And this one should be full. It is not. Well, oh, they're not running. That's why. That's fine. Then obviously we have our water for the nuclear plant, which is self-explanatory. And because I color-coded everything to make it perfect. I mean, don't forget, beforehand when I had the others, I had my pipes on the previous one all vertical like this, and it choked the system. So now I have it all horizontal, and it doesn't choke the system. So if that's why that could be the reason you're having problems, if you have problems keeping water going to your nuclear plants. Also, don't have extra. I know you may want it, but it'll actually choke out the system, and you'll wind up getting less than you need. It's how this, it's a video game. Not everything works exactly as it should. This I love, though. It's literally just sulfuric acid, concrete, and the uranium. So that's 120 ore per minute. So if I already increased that, then build another one of these there, I could make nuclear bombs. So I don't want to do that. Next, this requires the uranium pellets, control rods, and encased industrial beams. That makes the fuel. Here you are. It comes down all horizontal, then it goes to vertical here because it's downhill. That was the thing. On the other plant, and with this plant, I had it vertical going uphill. I had these stacked vertically originally. And by stacking them vertically, when they came off of there, despite having pumps, it wasn't working. I went down to 4, went down to 3. No matter what I did, I couldn't get it to work. So I fixed it by going horizontally. You'll keep an eye on the nitrogen gas and that sulfuric acid. The other side is a wall of conveyors. But I mean, these are just running beautifully. No issues in my power there. So look at all the stuff that has to go for my waste. Coal, iron plates, concrete, silica, steel beams, control rods, and those heat sinks. This is just to eliminate the waste, so I don't have to worry about buildup. And we also need those two gas, or the nitrogen gas and the sulfuric acid. So first off, that nitrogen gas will be turned into nitric acid. And here, 63, 64%, you know, it's below 100, that's good. That means I'm running beautifully. I have loads of extra. Yep, that's beautiful. So, literally just needs water, nitrogen gas, and iron plates. That makes my nitric acid. And then you have, this is actually where I screwed up before, like I said. I had a splitter going to a merger, yes, but I did not have the other stuff. So, whoops. I haven't gotten rid of the containers as the reminder. So, I screwed up having my double splitter merger. That was choking me out. Now, this. The nuclear waste, the two acids, silica, creates the plutonium, or no, that's the non-fissile uranium, right? Non-fissile uranium, And then I got to get rid of the waste water, which is where that coal comes in. Now, we still have these 4. Look at that. Concrete, steel beams, control rods, and heat sinks coming over to here. I want to stay away from that because that's highly radioactive. I need a power source over here. Bonk. So, the concrete goes into there, and then the other 3 plus the plutonium goes into those, turning into the plutonium fuel rods to be awesome sinks for a ton of points. All of this, so I have a no waste system. And the awesome sink, look, it's awesome. It is a ton of power, 15,000 megawatts, but it's obviously a lot more than that fuel. But at the same time, it's extremely stable as long as you do this. And you only need 120 ore per minute. So I could just throw in a bunch of power shards, increase the production and everything, bring a lot more ore down, and have more, no problem. Because you see a lot of these machines are on standby all the time. I have awesome things to get rid of excess materials because they have so much. So I can easily get more. I just don't want to. So, you can produce a lot of nuclear fuel if you really want to. But, I mean, it's my consumption's below 40,000 and my production hits 50,000 every now and then. So, and you got a little peak like that, which is 41. Bonk. That's just, yeah. When you do a hyper cannon, it works, which is literally just a bunch of hyper tubes stuck together. Now, I am going to go back to the main base, restock my supplies. More importantly, I'm going to go back to the main base for the sake of using my teleporter for the first time. It's the fuel and the power, but it's the fuel. Power is not really a concern of mine, but these teleporters require quantum fuel, which is a headache. So, yeah. The blue train is literally just there so I can connect via that way. There's no production, no incoming or outgoing production. So, keep that in mind. So, yeah, that's my nuclear. That's part 7, base tour. Part 8 will be short, because I'm just showing a couple minor things over in the desert. And a teleporter. So actually it'll be longer because I want to show the teleporter startup and everything. Yeah. Alrighty. I will catch you in the next one.